Welcome to the Enriched Minds podcast. We got to talk Michael Jackson. Why am I bringing this up again? Well, because Aaron Carter, a peculiar figure. For those that don't know, Aaron Carter is a pop singer, and he was a child star. I think he became a star around the age of 9 years old in 1997. Well, Leaving Neverland came out. He was one of the main defenders of Michael Jackson. But today, he does a 180. He says he's ready to come clean about his experiences with Michael Jackson. And although he does truly love the Michael Jackson family, he says the family knows the truth. And he knows that they'll be mad at him for revealing his truth, but his truth must be revealed. Now, that's one of the reasons why I'm bringing it up. And number two is a lot of you guys don't know all the shit that I take from these Michael Jackson fans. I did an episode, it was episode number 9, where I said, is it time to mute Michael Jackson like R. Kelly and other men that have had open relationships with underage girls? People been attacking me ever since. Most recently, I think it was about 4 days ago, somebody told me to eat shit and die. That Michael Jackson, this and that, and pretty much everybody saying Michael's not guilty. But I'll get to all that, but I want to start with this Aaron Carter thing. Aaron Carter's not suing. He's not revealing anything in court saying he wants $1 billion, like some of those guys off the Leaving Neverland. And truth be told, some of the stories are unraveling from Leaving Neverland. Like the timelines aren't adding up for Dobson and I think the other guy, Safe Chuck, I can't remember the guy's name. I only watched it once and I couldn't even finish the motherfucker. But all that being said, Aaron Carter's not asking for money. And a lot of the people attacking me were saying that the number one thing that they were saying is Michael Jackson was found not guilty. Well, to you fans, super fans, and you have the right to be a super fan, but let's talk logic. Michael Jackson won trial in 2004 or 2005. He won his trial. The allegations date way back before that. And in 1993, this is what nobody talks about, is Michael Jackson paid a 13-year-old boy's family over $20 million in a settlement to make it all go away. Now, I know there's other allegations. I'm not an expert on all these cases, but Michael Jackson, true, he was found not guilty. But does that mean he's not guilty? A lot of people are found guilty that were not guilty. O.J. Simpson, he was found not guilty. Nobody gives a fuck about that not guilty verdict because everybody treats O.J. like he's guilty. A lot of men have been exonerated through DNA. They were convicted guilty, but they turned out to be not guilty and they spent 30 years in prison. So the court case, that single court case against Michael Jackson, how can you weigh that up against the whole pie? Then you have other people come out and say, why did these guys wait that long to come out and say this and that? Well, it's the same reason that they waited a long time to charge the Catholic Church priests with sexual abuse. A lot of adults came and said, this priest abused me as a child. This shit is embarrassing. So I want all you men listening that's trying to defend or that believes, why didn't they come out when it happened? I want all you men listening, women alike, but especially men. If you got raped, if somebody raped you, a man raped you, are you just going to run out and tell the world immediately after? I believe you're lying if you're screaming yeah, because it's embarrassing. It's shameful. You might go attack him privately, but you got to build up some strength to come out publicly. And it's embarrassing to women, especially too. A woman got forcefully raped. They're not just going to come run out and tell the world that they got raped. They're embarrassed. They're hurt. Their emotions are all over the place. Take this logical aspect of life and human emotion into consideration. But should we mute Michael Jackson? I say no. Because two worlds have to be separated. But it does make me look at Michael Jackson's music a bit different. Especially the song Smooth Criminal. Now, looking back at all these allegations against Michael Jackson, and looking back at Michael Jackson's life, he grew up in music. Michael Jackson started, 6 or something? I'm not a Michael Jackson super fan, so I don't know, but I know you guys know, but he was a child. He was, before he had money for the surgery, he was a black boy with a regular nose like mine. Well, regular for a lot of black people. But what would make Michael Jackson write and compose a song called Smooth Criminal? And this song came out in 1987. Why would Michael Jackson, a pop star, come out with a song about being a smooth criminal? And he's repeatedly asking Annie, is she okay? I'm concerned for Annie. I don't know what Michael did to Annie. The smooth criminal ain't the hero, right? So, is this smooth criminal related to being able to get away with all this molestation? It very well could be. Just like I listen to R. Kelly songs now in a different light. And he says, show me some ID before I get in deep in. And age ain't nothing but a number. All this shit. They're very, very suspect lyrics in light of everything that happened. But to all you super fans out there, have you ever thought that you don't know Michael Jackson personally? And I know you love him. And I know you're emotionally entwined with this pop icon. But you did not know Michael personally. In 1993, LaToya Jackson came out and said Michael Jackson was guilty. And for those that don't know who LaToya Jackson is, it's Michael Jackson's sister. And I don't know if Michael's guilty. So let me clarify all of my statements and all of my innuendos. I don't know the truth. It's very muddy. I was not there. But Michael put himself in this predicament by having children in his bed that were not his own children. What part of not having a childhood means that you need other people's children to sleep in your bed with you? When I was a kid, we didn't sleep in the bed together like that. That wasn't a part of childhood. The only time we slept in the bed together when we were forced. There was nowhere else to sleep. And we would sleep at opposite ends. My head would be at my cousin's feet. That's how that was normal. But for an adult man to be in the bed with little white kids, never a black kid, never an Asian kid, never a Middle Eastern kid, never a Hispanic kid, only little white kids. Why would that be? How come Tito's kids wasn't in the bed with Michael Jackson? How come his own nieces and nephews weren't in the bed with Michael Jackson? If I asked you to allow your kid to come sleep in my bed, would you allow that? Or would you allow it because I have money? Because I'm an icon? Because I can change your life? Because I can, all those little financial headaches, I can take all that away. Would you let your kid sleep in my bed for that? Why would you let your kid sleep in the bed with me, with a grown fucking man that you don't know and you have no relation to? Think about that when you're defending Michael Jackson. Would you let your kid, if a grown man asked you, and of course I'm sure he didn't come out and ask because that shit is suspect. How would it, if a grown man asked you, I want your kid to come spend the night with me in my bed, and take Michael Jackson, that pop icon, off of that shit, and tell me, is that okay? Michael Jackson put himself in this predicament, and Aaron Carter's coming out saying that he's finally built up enough strength to tell his truth. And you saw Corey Haim and Corey Feldman, those two actors, child actors they said they got passed around Hollywood by these pedophiles. This shit happens all the time, folks. And the people that you love and you're a big fan of, sometimes they're not as clean, as pure as their public image will make them seem. Take that in consideration. And I'm ready for your attacks, because y'all haven't stopped for fucking 2 months. But I'm built for it. Bring it on, baby. Till the next episode. Peace.